Welcome to Heal Talk Tuesdays with Liza, where transformation begins as we evoke, embrace, and evolve.
Greetings, and welcome to Heal Talk Tuesdays. This is Liza. It's so good to be here with you, isn't it? I just had to grab my oolong tea. Today I decided, instead of having coffee all day long, which I usually have about 3 cups, I'm going to start with some tea. So, being an Armenian, I have my Armenian coffee in the morning, and then I have tea, and then I get to the office and I have coffee. So I'm changing some things around. What do you wake up with, and what do you do? So today is going to be different because it's always different, isn't it? Every single day there is a change. Actually, every hour, every minute, things change, and nothing stays the same. But today we are celebrating something special, which is National Women's Equality Day, and guess what? National Dog Day. For those of you who are dog owners, it's amazing. We're going to be talking about that. So the reason I'm saying is because it's 2 different occasions, and yet both of them remind me of something much deeper. It is called unconditional love, and love that we deserve, and the equality that we are still striving for. Yes, because women, we're still in need of it. Well, maybe not need. Let's change that word of need that comes from neediness to require it. Okay? Because Women's Equality Day marks the passage of the 19th Amendment right here in the United States, a milestone that gave women the right to vote. Okay? Yes, more than 100 years later, there is some parts of this country that we are still fighting for true equality, especially in the workplace, in the corporate world, and perhaps even in the media, right? Because I know the pay in the media is still not the same. So yes, I don't like the word should to be, but we ought to be equal. But the reality is, in many places, we're not. We're still earning less than men in so many places. Promotions and raises are not in the same level as men would get a raise. And speaking of boardrooms, and asking for a raise often comes with this internal turning, as if there is a fear of judgment, fear of rejection, or even being labeled as bitch or difficult. And I'm not saying this is everywhere, yet it still exists. So today's reminder is that we've come so far, so far, and yet there is more work to be done. When I talk about it's time for us to show up, it's showing up in the world just as who we are, so that we can stand up for ourselves on our 2 feet and speak up with no fear of judgment, especially coming from other women. And you know, as a woman, that we are more critical than men are. Maybe even the equality is not there. So the reason I'm saying is because I work with so many women. Most of my clientele, 95%, are women. That inner confidence that meets the outer change has to come from us, each and every one of us. So when we feel unseen, underpaid, unappreciated, undervalued, it's easy for us to slip into that self-doubt, low self-esteem, and so many go into dysfunctional freeze or even depression. And what do? Most go and get treated, and they have this pill that is given to them in order for the mood to balance out or come out of depression. Well, you don't come out of the depression, but the mood gets adjusted. So working with women, I've realized one thing. They come to me and they say, Liza, I know I am capable, but something is holding me back. That something is you. There is no something. It is us. Each and every one of us. That internal dialogue of us, and it can be because of current circumstances. It can be family circumstances, expectation circumstances, or just everything that is around. So through hypnotherapy, the work that I do, guiding my client through my 3E method, which is evoking, understanding, shedding a light, to acknowledge what is going on, where it stemmed from, where it started, to self-acceptance right here, right now, in order to evolve to what it is that we desire. So we have to have a measurement. Where am I? Where I'm going, right? So it's reprogramming the subconscious mind, that belief system that keeps us small, keeps you small. It doesn't matter. I've been there. I know this. That is why I created the Stand Up to Slim Down. It's because if we have no idea to stand up for ourselves, what is it that I am ready to shed or let go? So releasing self-doubt and reclaiming what we call authentic voice. So not being afraid to speak and share what it is that you believe in, that you desire. You know, so many women, and I don't know if you have gone through, you expect your partner, your man, or someone that you care and love to bring you or gift you something that you have wanted. If you haven't shared what you like, what you want, sometimes in detail or specifically, it's not easy to bring you what you want. So step into the spaces where you show up with confidence and advocate for your worth without any guilt. That's the work that we do. You know, as I said, today is also National Dog Day. I love my doggy. I call him my Powie baby because that's what he is. The moment I walk in the door, he's waiting for me, wagging his tail, running to the chair, sitting over there for me to go and pet him. So why do I talk about this? Because since it's National Dog Day, I want to say this. Dogs don't judge. They do not compare us from one to another. They just love. They just love unconditionally. And it doesn't matter if you live in a $5 million mansion or house or a one-bedroom apartment. When you have a dog, you're the world for the dog, right? And what if we started to treat ourselves the same way? Now, imagine the confidence we'd carry if we gave ourselves the same compassion, kindness, love, wagging our own tails each and every time that we give our pet, or even to our friends and colleagues and the people that we work with. Every single day, one act of kindness, if we can do that. right? Sometimes it's just taking a detour to stop by and say hello to someone, a detour to give someone a packet of cookies or send flowers, or the least, take your phone and send a text and say, I was just thinking about you, hope all is well, okay? And do the same thing to yourself. Take Post-it notes and post it on your computer. I am beautiful. Act of kindness towards myself, right? And you know how they say take few moments to me time? I say that all the time. Take 3 minutes of me time to do nothing. That's an act of kindness to yourself, because you get busy being busy. So instead of navigating everything else, why not navigate this one? If you're ready to break free from the old self-doubt, embrace your authentic power, show up, stand up, and speak up for yourself, and get to the core of what is your block or what's holding you back, by all means, give me a call. Send me a DM. I offer 15-minute consultation, and it's free. Let's have a dialogue. Let's connect and talk. It's the least you can do for yourself. I just put something on story for Women's Equality Day, and it was a quote, and it says, a woman isn't strong because she's never failed. She's strong because failure never stopped her. And I hope that is one message that you can put it on your Post-it note and turn it and say, I am strong not because I have never failed, but I am strong because failure has never stopped me and never will. We all have failed, and that's how we get up. Little kids fall, and then they still want to stand up. And sometimes they even raise their hands. It's like, help me up. And that's how we learn how to stand up for ourselves. So hopefully, if this message resonated with you and you enjoyed this message, please like, share, and make a comment. And this will go on my YouTube channel, which is on YouTube, Liza Boubari. Please do share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, if you haven't been following me yet, would you please start following me on Instagram? I'm doing everything to share the message. And lastly, save the date, November 8th, the 3E event is coming your way. Until next week, God bless you, and may the universal light surround you always. Bye-bye.
Thank you for being here. If you want to check out some of the testimonials that I've got, click right here. But if you want to go back and watch other videos from a week ago, 2 weeks ago, even a year ago, click right here. See you next time.